Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn to Love DIY. Today we're creating this Tulle Wreath. I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and if you haven't already, I would love it if you'd subscribe and give me a big thumbs up. So to get started, we're going to be needing, of course, a wreath or a form of a circle of any sort. And I'm using a letter N. That's the letter that our last name starts with. And this ring I purchased at my local thrift store for 90 cents, as well as the letter N. However, you can find this particular N at Michael's. I'm not sure if they still carry it or not, but I did get mine at the thrift store for under $1. And then I'm going to use this cute clear glittery tulle that I purchased at the 99-cent store, along with these flowers that I created in one of my previous videos. And I'll be using black paint on the letter N. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just clean up my items, take off the tags or any guts that they may have, since I've had them aside for a little bit. I'm just kind of peeling off some of the stuff, and then once I get that done, I'm going to go ahead and first paint my letter N with the black paint, and I'm using a foam brush to apply it. I did do 2 coats of the black paint, and I did have to set it aside for it to dry. However, the reason why I did the painting first was that I give it a little bit of time to go ahead and dry between coats while I worked on my wreath. Okay, so now it's time to take the tag off my ring, and I will be using the tool to go ahead and line it. And so you see me here just kind of measuring the piece and how long I want the tails to end up. And when I started to cut these, I want to go ahead and cut the whole roll first, and then I still had my second roll on backup just in case I was going to need more than the one. So you just see me here, I measured the first one and then started just go ahead and trimming the rest. So as you can see, I've completely cut out my first roll, and you see me attaching the first one, and I was essentially eventually going to be just attaching them in a different kind of way, but I decided instead of using so much hot glue on my wreath that I would go ahead and just do a double knot, and that kind of created a cute little seam on the top of my ring, as well as let it stay in place, and they were still movable and moldable, so that if I needed to go ahead and fix something, I could. Now when I tried to do the first 2 knots onto my ring, I noticed that the gap didn't look very nice. You could completely see through since it is transparent. So I decided to go ahead and cut large strips of this tulle, and then I cut those in half, and then it just started hot gluing and twisting it so that it would have a bottom layer to kind of prevent you from seeing a lot of that brown from that the ring. Alright, so here you see that I've already completely covered my my ring, and then all I am doing so that I'm able to hang it from my door, because this will be going on our door once Easter Sunday is complete, then I'll have something to go ahead and hang on my door in the meantime. And so now I'm already ready to go ahead and start those cute little knots with my strips of tulle, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cover my whole wreath in the same manner. So as you can see here, I've had quite a bit now. I'm about halfway done, and I did run out of the tulle. I am guessing because I used those extra strips to cover the ring, so I had to use my other roll, and I did go ahead and cut the entire roll. I think I only had like a very small strip left, or not even that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue this, and once I'm finished doing the knots on all of these pieces that I have here on my table, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of adjust. No trimming. I didn't have to do very much trimming. I think I only trimmed one piece that turned out to be a little too long, but other than that, because all of my pieces were cut to size, or to the same size, I didn't have to do much trimming on it. So here is finished wreath, and you just see me kind of adjusting the knots around the ring, as well as trying to get that little jute twine to kind of stick out. So here I'm going to go ahead and just position my letter and my cute little flowers that I created. And I'm trying to see what the best combination of flowers is and what will look nicer. I do have 5 of them, and I believe I'm only going to be using 4. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and attach the letter N first. And then what I did is just, I put a little bit of hot glue on both of those ends and then just went ahead and attached it. Now I did go back in and apply a little bit of more hot glue in between the letters, just to make sure that it was properly secured, and then went ahead and applied all of my flowers. And as you can see here is my completed wreath on our door. I kind of hung it up so you guys can see. Now it won't be going up until after Easter Sunday, so here's a preview of what will be on my door. Well, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching today's tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please leave something in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're already a subscriber, I appreciate all your love and support. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial.